available. So I'm going to demo a few knife cuts that you're going to be using from the lab manual. And I'm going to save, one of the ideas when you cut any kind of fruit or vegetable is to reduce your waste. So I'm going to cut the ends off the zucchini, and I'm going to compost. We like to compost around here. Let's see, and to begin, we can just do simple rounds on the zucchini. And then if I wanted to get a little fancier, I'm going to cut off a chunk of the zucchini. And I'm going to cut some diagonals. So I've got some diagonals, some rounds. And now I'm going to cut off another chunk of zucchini, and I'm going to show you a few dices. We'll start off with a julienne. And a julienne is a very thin kind of matchstick vegetable cut. And it looks like this, uniform. And then with the julienne, I can make some very small dices or brunoise. And I'm going to take the same piece of zucchini. I'm going to cut a batonette, and that's a little bit thicker. It's about 1/4 of an inch cut. And that's a batonette. And with that same batonette, I'm going to cut some medium dice. As so. And in your lab manual there are there's a description of a variety of different knife cuts. Alright, so that's a zucchini, or that's medium dice, batonettes, brunoise or small dice, juliennes, diagonals and rounds. And now I'm going to show you a quick tip on cutting an onion. So I'm going to cut this in half. Then I'm going to peel the onion. Again, you're always wanting to keep in mind, create as little waste as possible and use as much of the vegetable or fruit. And then save the waste. We'll compost that. I'm going to cut off this little edge, little piece from the stem, and I'm going to barely cut the root, the end of the root off. But I'm going to leave the onion still intact. So I'm just going to take that very end off and leave the rest of the onion intact. So here I've got a half of an onion, and I'm going to give it a slice, a couple of slices like this. And if you'll notice, I've still got my fingers tucked in. And then I'm going to slice the onion as so, and then I'm going to slice it this way. And I could keep slicing the rest of the onion. But there you can see I've got uniform pieces of onion. They're all about the same size. So that's an example of knife cuts. So the importance of knife cuts is, one, cooking time. If your vegetables are cut uniformly, they cook the same amount of time in whatever cooking process you're in. 2, they're visually eye appealing. And 3, in the final product that you cook, they give the consumer, your customer, the guest, a different mouthfeel. So their sensory, they make a difference with in the final product.